Hey everybody, welcome back. We are doing some music reactions. This one is to VoicePlay and it's to their song Whiskey in a Jar. And I actually had somebody recommend this. I don't think it was Kimberly, I think it was somebody else, but they recommended I listen to it. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting there. I just haven't had time to record. Um, so we're finally getting around to it. It's been out for a couple of weeks now. Almost a couple of weeks. It's been out for 9 days now. So I don't know the original, so I don't have anything to compare it to, but I see they're on their stools. So I imagine it's in the same vein as their other whiskey song that they sang when they were in the bar, Tennessee Whiskey. It's like, what's it called? I imagine it's similar to that. So don't know exactly what they've done with it, but let's find out. And lo and behold, it, you know, starts off quickly. So I heard Jeff start it off and go really, really, really low. So I heard the first note, and it was just the first note. I did want to say before I hit play that it is featuring Omar Cardona, and this is it TJ? EJ. EJ Cardona? I think it's EJ Cardona. It's his brother, though. I do know they're brothers. So, and they haven't sang with Omar in a while, so this is good to see them singing with all together again. Has Caesar always had his mustache? I don't know if I've always remembered it. I think I say that something about what seems different to me, and it's something that's been there, and I just never noticed because I'm oblivious like that. All right, let's get into it.
As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I saw Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol, I then produced my rapier. I said, stand and deliver. Whoa, the devil he mayn't take you.
So, like I said, I haven't heard the original. It's almost the spoken song style, and you could hear him kind of scoop, I think is the term for it, when he was singing in the, I was trying to think if it'd be baritone or tenor, low tenor. I guess it would be baritone area, and he scoops down and then goes back into baritone again. The very beginning was super low. I've commented before about how when it's super low like that, I think it's super hard because a lot of songs just aren't geared for that. So to sing that low and make it sound good and cohesive and all that kind of stuff, sometimes the guys knock it out of the park, and sometimes, in my opinion, this one, we're gonna have to listen to more of the song, but I wasn't really keen on the very, very beginning there. I liked it better when he was back up into the baritone, and I didn't mind the scoop frying a bit. I didn't mind that at all, but the very first part of it, I think it was a little too low for me. Let's go ahead and listen and see what else he does, because now the guys are joining in.
Whoa, the devil he mayn't take you.
I took all of his money, and it was a pretty penny. I took all of his money, yeah, and brought it home to Molly. She said she swore that she loved me.
Okay, so they go into the harmonizing. I liked Jeff's low notes along with the harmonizing a lot better. I was trying to think as Omar was singing. It threw me off because from the even though I have my glasses on, I thought he was bald too. And no, he just has his hair pulled back, and I didn't notice that. So that threw me off a little bit. I liked his tone, and with Caesar transitioning to Caesar, I can't talk anymore. I liked his tone as well.
Took all of his money, yeah, and brought it home to Molly. She said she swore that she loved me. No, never would she leave me. But the devil take that woman, yeah. For you know she tricked me easy. Oh, sure, ring, dama, do, dama, da. Whack for my daddy, oh. Whack for my daddy, oh. There's whiskey in the jar, oh.
So it sounded like they did a little bit of scatting, like slow motion scatting. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing or not. But it sounded like they did a little bit of that, and then Ellie, the words are throwing me off. And it almost feels like, lyrically, it almost feels like a different song. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't heard the original.
Daddy, oh, there's whiskey in the jar, oh.
I like the bass and drums. Got some runs going on. That's a low bass. He's kind of doing that hollow low bass again, where it sounds like it's in the back of his throat. Oh, I like that. Day doobie doo da? Is that what the words are?
Now some men like the fishing, and some men like the fouling. Some men like to hear, whoa, to hear the cannonball roar.
I like.
They love to have him go low, which I know the fans of the group like to hear him go low, low as well. Not all of that was smooth for me. I'm gonna have a lot of haters on this one. But um, I definitely like him when he's singing low like that. I definitely like him being with the others while doing it. I think it's smoother that way. But yeah. And just to reiterate, the lyrics aren't matching, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know if it's just because I'm unfamiliar with the song, or if it's something else. I'm pretty sure this is not an original. Have they done any originals? I don't know if I've heard them do any originals. Now, that being said, some of the transformations that they've done with some of the covers they've done, they've definitely made it their own. But yeah, let's get back to it.
To hear the cannonball roar.
like sleeping,
I like
especially in
sleeping
my
too.
Molly's chamber. But here I am in prison. Here I am with a ball and chain. Yeah, my show ring, dama do dama da. Ring, dama do dama da. Whack for my daddy.
The I don't mean to harp on this, but it just seems so out of place. You know, one of my favorite songs growing up to sing along to was Radio Gaga. And even that song, when I was little, knowing that Queen was singing it, a rock band, it still seemed weird to have Radio Goo Goo, Radio Gaga. You know, I, it's always struck me as something weird. This is not exactly that, so I'm not saying that. But the do Dabo Day in Whiskey in the Jarro to go along with those, it's just throwing me off. Yeah.
Whack for my daddy. Oh, there's whiskey in the jar.
One for my daddy-o. They've all come low. I know why Omar looks like he was also bald, because his hair blends into kind of the brick distressed look. And so I was probably thinking that it was part of that line right there with that brick that's exposed. So sorry, Omar. I'm sorry. Let them finish it out. Oh, they finished it out. Okay, I will finish it out, so don't worry about that. Okay, apparently I went down below and checked. Apparently it's a traditional Irish song, and they really like saying that one line. That sounds like a little bit of scatting, but well, I was going to say actually I don't think it is, but mush rain da do dum dee. I can't remember the whole rest of it, but mush rain something like that. That part I don't think is considered scatting, but I think the last part of it is considered scatting. So I'm not sure. With it being an Irish song, I don't know if they did much of that. So a traditional Irish song. And they said it's been covered by a bunch of different people. So I'll have to take a listen to some of the other versions of it and what I think. And I'll type that out right here, and kind of go from there. I won't torture you all with me reacting to others covering it. I think you guys could tell it's not my favorite that they've done. I think they have done much better arrangements between all of them with other songs. And like I said, maybe it's just because of my unfamiliarity with this one that I didn't seem to like it as much. It wasn't bad, so I don't want people to think that. I just I just didn't care for it. So, all right. Time for y'all to roast me. Give me a thumbs down. That happens every time I disagree with the band. So, or the group. Oh, and I don't know what they consider themselves, a vocal band. I don't know if they bill themselves the same way as Home Free or not, but thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.